And we are set to go with Pharaoh Cooper deep in the end zone for the Rams. And the kickoff goes 6 yards deep, and Cooper will take it out. Gets right back up to the 20-yard line or so, and that's where
you're on defense and not play a receiver.
Exactly.
But he worked on it.
Jared Goff, quarterback, second-year man for the Rams, and he throws incomplete. Are the safeties. 2nd and 10 for the Rams from the 19, and in the backfield. Making the stop, swarmed under, and Lewis Neal, number 66. Richard Ash manning the middle for the Cowboys on defense. Undrafted. Now 3rd and long, 3rd and 13 for Goff. Throws short, and Gurley up past the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Wanted to see him do something.
The Sun Field for Lance Lenore, the rookie, undrafted free agent, comes up, muffs it. Loose football, and the Rams look like they have it. And they do.
But this is something that they should have took care of before the game.
Yeah, and right there, DeMarcus, you can see him. He's struggling getting to that ball. He's just got to get away from it. Have it there in that video.
Rookie out of Western Illinois. Not much there for the Rams on offense as Goff. So 2nd and 9 for the Rams at the Dallas 32. Play fake, rolling left, wide open receiver, and that is their 3rd-round draft pick, Cooper Kupp out of Eastern Washington, and that's a first down. First down at the 13 after a pickup of 19, and no running room once again for Gurley as he is stopped at the 13-yard line. Bingo here from DeMarcus Ware. We'll try to dissect as we go along here. Outside goes Gurley again. He's a workhorse here early. 2 yards a carry last year. In contrast, Zeke Elliott 5.1 yards a carry on the slant and fumble. Loose football, scramble for it in the end zone.
Well, they're calling it. They're signaling
touchdown.
To the inside, and out comes the football. Now you're going to have to look, Bill and DeMarcus. Did he have possession? Are they going to rule that a catch? Because if they rule this, did he make a football move after he caught the football before the ball came out?
I mean, there was a great hit by Hitchens. That's what you want. You try to get the ball out.
Is a completed pass, fumbled and recovered in the end zone by Los Angeles for a touchdown.
It as a catch for Robert Woods. The fumble into the end zone. Cooper Kupp recovers for the touchdown, and it's Greg Zuerlein with the point after.
Making a spectacular play here.
I think you just get out and play. You have to just get out there and play.
So he is deep on, and he's has no chance that time to make a bad play. It went over. No Des Bryant. And the handoff to McFadden. Has some running room for about 5 yards up to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 30. Moore out to the near side to Andy Jones. And they can't connect, and it's 3rd and 5. Goes to the left. Moore looking left. That's Andy Jones again, and it's short of the first down marker, and it's going to be 4th and 3. Punt time for the Cowboys.
That play, so
we'll get into some Wade Phillips talk a little bit later. He is the defensive coordinator, first year with the Rams. Shakir Ryan returning the Chris Jones punt and nowhere to go.
Great punt by Chris Jones, just pinning him to that.
The new quarterback in for the Rams, Sean Mannion. Has time, nothing open, and throws it away. 2nd and 10.
Rick Meyer 1-2 in the NFL draft at quarterback, and you always follow their careers.
And there's a drop ball, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long. But of course, last year,
4 interceptions.
And it started right here at the Coliseum in LA. Passes short of the first down.
That
the ball come out. Like it might have. There's a scramble for it, but it is still short of a first down. If the Rams did hold on to it, looks like they did.
Much pressure on this play to make him make an indecisive decision and throw the ball right there.
Johnny Hecker, Pro Bowl punter. Lots of hang time there, and Lance Lenore, not in the sun this time, is able to field it, but nowhere to go. At that same spot on the field, the 33-yard line that he muffed it last time. Ellen Moore, and that ball goes incomplete to Darren McFadden. Of course, the news came down yesterday that it's a 6-game suspension or less. 2nd down and 10. Here goes McFadden. Bottom line is the Cowboys are well stocked at the running back position.
Yeah, Alfred Morris.
That would be Alfred Morris. He had 3 his first 3 years in the league. with the Washington Redskins. Beyond the reach of Jeff Swaim, and it's going to be punt time again for the Cowboys. McFadden with 2, so Chris Jones is on for the second time after another 3 and out for the Cowboys. Fair catch called for at the 19-yard line. So DeMarcus, what are you seeing in 2007? There's Malcolm Brown. I mentioned he's out of the University of Texas. He went to the Rams. Byron Jones up to help make the stop. Short of the first down. 3rd and 2. Mannion has a man. Pharaoh Cooper. And that's a first down for the Rams.
You have to keep the tenacity and keep it rolling.
Bootleg to the right side. Tyler Higbee, 48-yard line. Doesn't return to the practice field much. A high snap. Mannion tries to fall on it. And it looks like he's able to recover it. But a huge loss for the Rams.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that their center here, Austin Blythe, didn't think. Sounds crazy, but I think that's what happened right there.
3rd and 35, draw play. And Malcolm Brown gets about 10 out to the 30. Mark it to the 29. If the quarterback is under center, do you snap it that hard that it goes 30 yards downfield?
Oh, yeah, it comes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can break your fingers if you're not prepared.
If you're not a man like Babe Laufenberg.
No, but let me just say, the one time.
It's 2 series for the Cowboys. First team offensive line still in there with the exception of Tyron Smith is in the preseason still.
Played his college football right here in the Coliseum.
That's exactly right. Under a little bit of pressure is Moore, and he can't get it to McFadden. To the Sun. And underneath it goes. Andy Jones just past the 40, but it's not enough for a first down. And Jamil Showers, the up man, was playing quarterback for the Cowboys last year here. Now safety after a year on the practice squad.
During the kick, holding, return team, number 84. The penalty is 10 yards. They'll keep the ball, first down.
From the 11-yard line. They play fake and under pressure and drop back at the 1-yard line. There's Taco Charlton, DeMarcus Ware. He raced by to sack Mannion for a 10-yard loss, and trying to get out of the end zone is the Rams running back, and he is able to get to the 2-yard line. That's Malcolm Brown. Get some reps tonight as a lot of the first teamers are out of there. Malcolm Brown gets nearly back to the original line of scrimmage. Hard hit at the 10-yard line.
I'm not so sure that ball didn't come out too.
It was like going against a brick wall.
Yeah.
And he had arms for pliers that can grab onto you. And once he did that, the game was over.
Just about practice.
Yes.
He's an amazing athlete, really is.
2nd and 6. Moore moves in the pocket and can't hit his intended target that time. Moore underneath to McFadden. Can he get the first down? With a stiff arm, he's got the first down. Darren McFadden. Luke Walker Award winner, and he's still not all that old. He came out so early. He was only 20 years old, I think, when he was drafted, so he hadn't reached 30 yet. And he's now in his 9th year in the league. McFadden, and how tough he is. And there goes McFadden with a big hole over the left side. There's a flag down in the secondary.
Number 75. 10-yard penalty.
Cowboys need someone to emerge at left guard. There's Noah Brown, the 7th-round draft pick wide receiver out of Ohio State, who has a first down.
Yeah, one thing you got.
First down at the 19-yard line after the catch by Noah Brown. And under pressure is Moore, and he'll throw it away. 2nd and 10. And the draw play to McFadden, bounces outside. And it'll be run out of bounds. That's Cody Davis out of Texas Tech. 4th flag.
Holding, offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty, replay. Second down.
And I think this time DeMarcus Byron Bell got his money's worth.
I'm not a hugger.
No, he's not.
29 yard line. Oh, and trouble is Moore. Got the football away. It's an incomplete pass. Usually don't like 3rd and 20. Screen. Keith Smith, the fullback. Plunging forward inside the 15 to the 14, but he needed to get inside the 10 to the 9. Wow. He set down at the 22-yard line. A 32-yard attempt for Bailey. And Dan Bailey is good as usual. He has earned those stripes now. So they got him into this one tonight. He is true as usual on the field goal.
Snapping the football. Hasn't had a bad snap since he's been here.
From the 25-yard line, the pass is complete and nearly enough for a first down for the Rams.
Yeah, remember Torrey Holt?
Yes, I do.
You have to go back to Techno Bowl probably to find him.
And football comes out. Once again. How many fumbles have there been tonight? DeMarcus Ware, our statistician up here tonight. Jordan Carroll in there. 7th round pick out of Colorado, whistle before the snap.
Delay game. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
There's a mistake on his part, and he's at his home field.
Yep, he has played here before. Wide open receiver on the right side. That's Cooper Kupp. Breaks a couple of tackles and gets down the sideline, and looks like enough for a first down.
Yeah, it's only when you've been around a few years that.
And of course, this is the first preseason game for the Rams. This is the second for the Cowboys.
So you didn't figure those were
yard line. And that's Pharaoh Cooper. But they need.
And I think this is really going to help the Rams with McVay as their head coach.
Oh, it's a running room. Breaking free inside.
Pinned by the guard, and it was just a big beat out there.
74 is Joey Ivy. Another loose football. A mad scramble for it inside the 5-yard line.
Okay, the Cowboys have to come up with one, don't they?
No, that's fine.
Oh, they did.
That's fine.
Ball security. Believe Kellen Moore still the quarterback. Alfred Morris, the running back. Past the 5, gets positive yardage out to the 7. Brown in motion. 2 tight ends set. In motion, and there's a flag. Movement.
Ball start. Offense, number 86. The penalty's half the distance to goal. Still second down.
And 1984. And they'll have it again here in 2028. Not much up the middle. Let's go down to Lindsey Draper on the sideline. Lindsey trying to convert a 3rd down here. And Noah Brown comes back for it and has enough for the first down.
Well, good job of Noah Brown there.
Alfred Morris in trouble in the backfield and can't get away. It's a loss of a yard.
But they're the guys that bring the energy.
2nd and 11. Kellen Moore, ball tipped and goes incomplete. You know, on days, though, when Dez has the day off, fun to watch Dez have fun on a football field. 3rd and long. Rico with some strong hands. He's short of the first down, but gathers.
After that. But
Sam Irwin Hill, and that one goes off the side of the foot and lands out of bounds at the 45-yard line or so. We'll see where they say it crossed the boundary. 2-minute offense for there's Charles Tapper jumping early. He says he was drawn offsides, but the officials will not agree with Mr. Tapper.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
1st and 5. Nice little move by Justin Davis to get the first down. And there's another flag down.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
That's going to be 1st and about 13. 1st and 12. Oh, back in the backfield.
Tackle. That's what you want from the guys in the interior to make those tackles for a loss like that.
And you worked with DeMontre a little bit, didn't you not?
I worked with him and did a lot of a pass rush camp with him, and he was.
36 seconds left in the half. Mannion throws complete and out of bounds. That's his tight end, Gerald Everett.
They took him.
Offense, number 42. 10-yard penalty. Replay. Third down.
Enough to not draft Jared Goff last year with the first pick in the draft.
On the draw play, there's some running room up near midfield. Justin Davis.
The punter here.
There's a flag in the backfield, and that one goes off side of the foot. Out of bounds. It's a Pro Bowl punter and Johnny Hecker. You want to know?
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 86. That penalty will be tacked on to the end of the punt. First down, Dallas.
That's probably what they'll do here.
Short. Alfred Morris eludes one man, eludes a second man, and the clock down to 8 seconds left out to the 43.
He's wanted. That surprises me.
Gotta get rid of it quickly here. Downfield, but out of bounds. And down to 1 second left.
That's a smart play right here.
So we are through 1/2 of play.
What would he say? Yeah, I'm just worried about this afternoon.
We're worried about this. That's right.
Right?
And the kick goes beyond.
It's a stadium, right? But I was laughing. I didn't even tell him. I said, well, it's not really the Rose Bowl.
That's the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. And I believe they call.
Oh, sounds like we may not get the job done.
And breaking a tackle and going forward for a first down is Blake Jarwin, the former Oklahoma State Cowboy.
It's down on a zero blitz, an all-out blitz.
And there's Rico Gathers. Alfred Morris trying to muscle his way forward, gets a couple of yards, and of course he had a touchdown grab. Rico Gathers did. Third down. A short pass. And reaching forward, looks like he's got the first down, or is he? So Sam Irwin-Hill on the punt again. Fair catch called for at the 15-yard line by Shakir. By himself as a first-round prospect. Rams on offense. That's Justin Davis breaking free.
There, he was the safety, and he got juked a little bit. That gave up the big run.
32 yards on the carry for Justin Davis. And now past midfield. And a leader on this defense as well,
Yeah.
Barry Church. Penetration from 74, Joey Ivy. Because of Mr. Cowboy Bob Lilly. Short of the first down and brought down by that man, Xavier Woods. Played from early 60s through the mid-70s with the Cowboys. In the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And a TCU. And from the 32, nothing there. That's what a lot of the Cowboy players were talking about when they came back to Oxnard. What a great experience it was. Just seeing all those Hall of Famers, whether former Cowboys or
My shoulders, that's when it probably would hit.
Like the Stanley Cup. You can't touch it till you win it.
Exactly.
a lot of running room from Mannion. He will slide short of the first down, 2 yards short. Greg Zerline. The attempt, 42 yards, and it is good. And the Rams expand their lead with 6:46 to play in the third. He's one of the two Cowboys back standing in the end zone. And from 5 yards deep, Lance Lenore, and he can't get to the 20-yard line. Cowboys will take over. 9 for DeMarcus in his career, 7 of them with the Cowboys. Cooper Rush down the right side to Wachiku. And to the 42-yard line.
The first preseason game because these guys are potential depth players, and we need them to play well. Now they have number 64, Jonathan Cooper, in. He was pushing hard for that left guard, but when Chaz Green went down, the new competition started between him and Bell.
And penalty on the play. We'll back up the Rod Smith run. And there at left guard, number 64. And the pass complete to Rico Gathers. What do you think of Rico Gathers, Nick? Andy Jones takes a big hit short of the first down. Boys have not converted a lot on third down tonight. Empty backfield. Cooper Rush has his man. Breaking free and losing the football.
Noah Brown did everything but hold on to the ball at the end. He made a nice catch, a nice move to get open on the slant.
And that's one thing. You got to be able to close those plays out. If you're making big yaks like that, you have to be able to not make big plays.
Against Oklahoma last year. Rod Smith. Jalen Smith's brother, Rod Smith.
I tell you what, man.
Cooper Rush, 7 out of 7, too, Bill.
Wow. Going for the end zone and has his man. Rico Gathers again.
Let's make that 8 of 8.
Hey, you know, Bill, can you say that again? Because that show sounded good.
That's one thing he's not doing. Just like you said earlier, if he can learn how to have that tenacity and just throw guys on the ground when it's in blocking situations, he can be that all-around player. He got Jason Witten to learn from.
Yes, he does.
And Rico, by the way,
great throw there, too, to Rico Gathers.
And the Rams on the return. That's K.D. Cannon, the former Baylor Bear, getting an opportunity, but not much of one thanks to Duke Thomas, the Texas Longhorn. Mannion under pressure, and he goes down. Dallas defense comes up with the sack. That's Lenny Jones.
And read through it, all the way through from tackle to the fullback.
That was Lenny Jones with the sack, and nothing there. Kayvon Frazier very active. Was showing blitz with the linebackers in the middle. They'll drop back. 4-man rush. Mannion under pressure. Finds his man. Tamarick Hemingway. The ball comes out. Kayvon Frazier has it. And Kayvon Frazier with some running room. Down at the 20-yard line.
All right, I think, Bill, this is going to be similar. We'll get another look at it here. You judge for yourself at home. Did he have this ball long enough to say he possessed the football?
But you can also see the pressure from DeMontre Moore, too.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
The previous play is under review.
And again, this is a booth review. Change of possession, as we probably all know by now.
In place.
Yeah, it's going to get overturned.
After review, the ball became loose before the receiver established himself as a runner. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 11 at the 9-yard line.
Oh, it's an incompletion.
And the punt down to the 40-yard line.
When they review the film, they say, okay, I see what they saw.
Essentially, the Cowboys lost 40 yards in field position here. And the pass goes incomplete. The first incompletion of the night for Cooper Rush as Rod Smith can. And to the outside, Rod Smith. And DeMarcus Ware is getting that experience for the first time.
It's a lot different than being out there on the field and playing. I can tell you that.
The first 8 passes he attempted, including a touchdown to Rico Gathers. And looking to throw to Gathers again there. Rico can't hold on this time. 3rd and 20. Dumps it off to Smith.
That was a mess.
Yep, not much there.
There was a lot of guys out there. There was a lot of guys.
Holmgren, you know, and as you said, Tony Dorsett, Coach Landry. But unless you work on it a lot, screen plays are not as easy as they look.
Fair catch called for by Rush at the 28-yard line. There is a flag down.
During the kick, holding. receiving team number 46. That's a 10-yard penalty added to the end of the kick. It'll be first down.
Well, and Dak went on to say that he's really grown to really like Cooper Rush a lot. And so that's why he was rooting for him so much that the rest, as they say, is history. Pat it down. That's Lenny Jones again.
And that's awesome when you get
the torque.
Mannion bought some time and found his men to the 31-yard line, and that is.
You're going to be proud of your kids. I was so glad to see them go to school.
I was happy to see mine get out.
I love following DeMarcus and Babe.
Yep.
Go to DeMarcus Twitter or Instagram, social media to go check it out. That was something. Sean Mannion, the quarterback for the Rams. And right at the sticks, that's Nelson Spruce again. Had a big day against the Cowboys in this preseason game last year. Scored a touchdown. Lance Lenore, who did not have a big day early in this game with the muffed punt. That ball came right to him on the bounce, and he was able to field it cleanly.
Earlier in the week.
Tim Rattay. Now let's go down as Roddy Hillman on the carry.
First one to greet them when they come off the field. Do you really coach them up during these games?
Oh yeah, of course. I want to motivate them. I'm sorry, I have to check that out. I love motivating them. Rico can be super great.
Des, I talked to Derek Dooley earlier this week, and he said, this is the deepest group of wide receivers I've had since I've been here, and a lot of that is because of you.
Expect them to get hazed, They probably think we're going to make them do stuff and all that type of stuff, but that's not what we're about here. We want guys to come in playing the best of their abilities. That's what we're going to do. That's what we want to show. That's what we trade. We go out there and practice hard each and every day. And
see on your screen there, 3 Olympiads here when he comes back in 2028. Tamarick Hemingway, who is involved in that reviewed play. Sean Mannion still in there at quarterback for the Rams. It's close to a first down.
Yeah, a lot of head coach says we got to get some explosive plays in there.
32nd in the league in passing yards, 32nd in the league in total yards.
I don't know how you 30. I barely wore clean underwear at that time. This guy's a head coach. I tell you, I've got a confession to make to the two of you.
2nd and 10 from the 23. McRoberts, it was on him in a hurry.
Yep.
Jerseys, a St. Louis era accent, gold accent there. It's a tribute to their time in St. Louis, and I'm sure the fans in St. Louis really appreciate that. And the field goal attempt is good for the Rams.
Probably the best party I've been to, Bill.
It's certainly the most expensive. And coming out of the end zone and nowhere to go. It wasn't so easy for Wachiku.
Today you had to, play like you should play the player, so he actually makes you feel good. So you almost have no choice but to go play the game.
Breaking open, but short of the first down. Brian Brown. Another third down opportunity. Luke McCown going deep. In traffic, there's your flag. Noah Brown, the intended receiver. Marching back.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 27. Hit against the defenseless receiver.
Yeah.
That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Deep down the sideline. Lance Lenore trying to go over the top. Can't come up with it.
On the defenseless receiver penalty.
Luke McCown trying to get it to Wachiku. Can't. By the way,
Yes, there we go.
Lenore well covered.
help behind you, so you just break it on anything that comes underneath. So that's
a little bit more aggressive with that.
Shakir Ryan. There's a flag down.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 60. That penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
And falling down, Dan Orlovsky. And there's nothing there. Veteran quarterback Dan Orlovsky.
Jones, and I was trying to pass rush against Walter
The
Jones.
great Walter Jones.
So they knew I wouldn't get any sacks, so they said, okay, maybe if he drops, he'll get an interception.
Hall of Fame tackle.
You don't remember
and get out there and play. Just get out there and run, Rook.
Nelson Spruce, nowhere to go. And that was Xavier Woods coming up. But you know, of course, Cowboys are training out here in Oxnard, but you'll have a chance to watch the Cowboys as well as the Rams punt here. Lance Lenore inside the 40-yard line. Cowboys
more likely to see Dak Prescott than you are Dan Bailey, Bill Jones.
McCown dives forward to the 30-yard line.
And the reason I say that is Jason Garrett does not like overtime in preseasons.
To win this game right here. Little short of Brian Brown. Got to get to the 28.
Play clock's winding down.
Oh, and there's a loose football. And the Rams are on it.
Here, and the ball gets snapped. You see, he's trying to motion some people in. And the ball gets snapped before he's ready for the football. He doesn't know what's coming.
And those are the mistakes that you can't make, especially in late in the game.
Otherwise, I would say, well, that was unnecessary for Pollock to get in his face like that. But
there's a swarming Dallas defense.
in fairness, the season, he had no familiarity with the Cowboys offense. Now, let me say this. He has to show enough that they would want to bring him back in the event of an injury.
Jason Pierre-Paul, a guy you're very familiar with. He had a very nice career.
Yes.
Continues.
And said, you know, I might as well intercept it and take it in for a touchdown.
Offense, number 73. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is fourth down.
And then a fourth-round draft pick, Ryan Switzer, who is coming back from a hamstring, didn't play tonight either. I'm looking forward to him playing next week. He's looked good in practice. If this was a regular season game, he would have been able to play. And Ryan Switzer showed there's a flag down on the punt here.
Catch the ball.
Illegal formation. Offense, not enough men on the line. That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, fourth down.
Agent Knight said, look, Amendola's on your team, figure out who the other four are.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know what your calendar says, but mine says July 28th. You know, like too early. Down to Ronnie Hillman. He's got him as a running back, another veteran guy. Let him do some work for you.
To his tight end, Blake Jarwin out of Oklahoma State. Promo.
Again, Hillman is a good little option here.
And there he is, number 34, Ronnie Hillman. Got the first down. Under 145 now.
Second mark, excuse me. You don't really need to stretch the field.
Down low to Brian Brown, number 18.
Tired.
Yeah.
Late in the game, they're tired.
Lance Lenore. He had the muffed punt that led to the first touchdown of the game.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 men moving, never got reset. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Lenore out to the left side. Noah Brown, top of your screen. Downfield, and it's picked off. Michael Jordan.
Yeah. That one had trouble written all over it. Just don't want to throw at a guy like Michael Jordan, do you?
No, not at all. Just the name. I don't even want to throw it that way.
That was just...
You certainly have to put more air under the ball. Because otherwise, I won't go there.
Yeah, no, the only ESPN. Oh, we're going to review it. Now that's college football. Well, Mark. Oh, that's out.
The defensive back did not complete the catch before the ball hit the ground. This was an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 15. Timer. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Achiku and Lenore to the left side. And the pass is complete. And that was the running back, Hillman. Lead 7. Short of the sticks. Hamlet.
Don't have a timeout. Clock will start if they.
And it's Rams football.
Yeah. It was going to be a season ender, and obviously it turned out to be just an ankle sprain, and he should be back for the opener.
And I know Tyrone Crawford was fearful that it was another Achilles.
Yeah.
Of course, it was 4 years ago on the first day of training camp. He suffered an Achilles injury that ended his entire season. So that will do it tonight. The Essilor play of the game. How about this one? Going up top, Cooper Rush to Rico Gathers, the former Baylor basketball player, his 2nd touchdown of the preseason. Essilor, makers of Transitions, Crizal, and Verilux lenses. Better sight, better life.
Cooper Rush played very well. Rico Gathers, 2 touchdown catches.
From Jared Goff, and now Johnny Hecker is back. The punt to Lance Lenore at his own end zone. Lenore muffed one earlier, leading to that touchdown. Fields this one cleanly and runs it